One thing I learned during TBS was that God, my Father, He's my Father. He could be a friend. You have a personal relationship with Him. Somebody that you can trust, somebody that loves you. I've always thought of Him kind of a master, somebody that I had to obey. And so that's something I think was the most important thing with me, because now I'm starting to actually grow in a relationship with Him.
My feet may fail me, my hands may shake, my life may crumble, my heart may break, but through the darkness, you are the light.
One thing I learned about TBS is when Mark Morozov was teaching, he was teaching about like prayer life and how it isn't just communication with God, it's when you're in a whole relationship with Him and you strive to get to know Him more.
For prayer life, it was really important for me because that really sparked my just what I want in God and how I should change myself and have a prayer life, and it really inspired me.
A true Christian has to have a prayer life in the same time as reading the Bible and just have a connection always with God.
I used to think that if I sinned or if I did something that I knew that was wrong, I couldn't talk to God, I couldn't pray to Him because I felt like such a burden upon me. God is always there, and if you feel like He's abandoned you, He's not. And my prayer life has grown more. I pray more, read the Bible more, I have more of an interest to do it.
My hope may fade, my voice may tremble, my fear may wait.
Matt McCluskey was one of my favorite teachers because he taught us about how to hear God's voice in our life, and it really helped me through something that I was going through at the time, to hear God's voice, and God was actually able to answer and speak to me in a real way what it is that He wanted.
I learned how the Holy Spirit talks to you. He can speak to you. You just have to be patient on Him and
Strong enough for me, with me when I'm weak.
My favorite teacher has probably been Žeka. I felt like he connected with me more, the Holy Spirit spoke through him to me, just about pride and ego also, that we don't need everything in this life, because not everything will satisfy us. Actually, nothing will satisfy us if we don't have Jesus as our first priority, and that, I felt like he brought his point across to me, just even to the class, just really good, and I just felt like that really helped me in life,
Very good teacher, or one of my favorites, was Andrzej Sukno, because he was teaching about us, about our purpose of life, and for our purpose is just to glorify God and just to spread His name, because there's so many people out here in this world that don't know Jesus, and I really like that topic that he was teaching us about.
I believe it.
My favorite teacher of TBS would probably be Mish Fomenko, because he puts it in perspective and visual representation of what Jesus really did and what life is really about, and how we just see what Jesus did for us. And Mish, he puts it in a way that us teens could understand it better and easier.
I would definitely encourage everybody that I meet to go to TBS, because I have met God on a different level. I used to have a lot of unforgiveness for people, unforgiveness for myself, acceptance of other people, self-hate and hate for others and judgment. I came here and I realized how broken I actually was, and I was starting to grow so much here, and it makes me sad I have to leave, but I would definitely encourage everybody to come here, because you meet God on another level, and that's so powerful and so beautiful.